Sometimes integrating into new energies could be harsh. And you might be feeling it. You know, God has held back a lot of energies, and that energy from the quantum field is entering your vessel. And it could be a rough experience, and you might have stumbled across this message and you're experiencing massive ascension symptoms. If that's you, you could raise your hand in the chat right now. But sometimes we're called to rest a little bit extra, and this is because there's a lot of work going on behind the scenes. You could say to yourself, and I've gone through this in many phases over the course of my entire journey, you could say, well, I haven't really done much, and you could sleep all night and you wake up and you're still a little tired, and that's because, you know, your energetic body, there's a lot of stuff, a lot of integration, a lot of changing that's going on at the cellular level, that's going on at the spiritual level, even though you might not be physically doing things that are above and beyond that's going to make you feel so tired. You know how you normally are. You might have a certain amount of activity throughout the day, a certain amount of exercise, a certain amount of work, whatever it might be. You know your place of homeostasis, and then all of a sudden your body is requiring a little bit extra rest, and this is a time period where you have to integrate into these new energies. We've had the preparation to accept. That's why it's always important to stay ready so that you don't have to waste energy getting ready. You know, activational energy. When things are put before you, and this energy is here now this month, so we're ready to go. And as we go through today's lesson, you're going to understand, especially during a time period like right now, when you're feeling like you're really holding on for dear life, you will really start to put extra value on your time, energy, and resources. And we're going to be talking about that as we go through today's lesson. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, could you kindly hit the like button? I'm very grateful for that, and it helps others to find this important message. You are integrating God codes right now. You might have been feeling off for the past few days, and there's also like you almost feel like it's like heavy to breathe, right? Is that you? Like, do you feel like it's like a struggle to breathe? Like you wish it could be easier to breathe, that deep energy that's within you. And there's a deep change that's going on. And what we're becoming, right? We have to become a vibrational match. Once we are a vibrational match, everything comes in alignment. God sees that you're doing the work. Okay, we have extra worthiness because we prove ourselves. You know, like that's why certain people. I'm just giving you an example. You know, a 7-year-old doesn't get to drive a car. You have to wait till a certain age. You have to put in work. You have to be responsible, and then maybe when at a certain time and you pass the road test, and then your parents give you the keys to the car, and then you go. And that's part of life, especially when we're getting these codes, these activations, these energies. There's a lot going on in the superconscious level right now. So you could rest, and you could be resting a lot and still be tired. So in the internal world, there's a lot of change. There's a lot of work going on. You're actually working overtime at an energetic level. And these ascension symptoms, they feel a lot. They feel very heavy right now. And not only have I felt it, seeing, communicating with some of you yesterday, and a lot of people are feeling this. So if you are feeling this right now, let us know in the comments. And even myself, because like when I'm feeling it, I say, wow, like you feel like, oh man, this is rough. There's something going on. And you get a little nervous, you get a little anxiety. But then when other people are saying that they're going through the same thing around the same time in that window of time, Remember, think of things in a window of time, a window of opportunity, not that it happens at one exact second, a millisecond. We don't have to be Captain Literal Man when it comes to these things, but you will see within a window of time, 2 days or so, a lot of people are experiencing this change. And we have to change. We have to bring forth a focus on your calling. So as we become more of a vibrational match, a leader, taking on our leadership role, focus on calling from the heart space. From the heart space. We are prepared to take action by following the heart. So for a long period of time, and it's not anyone's fault for the most part, because we're given subconscious programs. And then, in the lower states of consciousness, which include fear, guilt, and shame, we think that we have to do certain things and live a certain way. And you're not actually living from the heart space. So you have a calling in life. And there could be people, things, and situations that deter you from that calling in life. And right now, we are being focused like a laser beam with pinpoint accuracy on that calling that you have. So you have to be in the heart space. And I want you to think about this. So if you are getting this message right now, and I want you to really, when you go through a period of time, okay, like yesterday, I spent a lot of extra time resting, and I kind of felt out of it later. Not that I was sleeping the whole night, but I was kind of just laying on the couch and just resting. As you can see, I still show up. I do what I need to do, but then I spend extra time to integrate these energies, because the way that my mind is right now, I feel like I could do 2 videos a day every single day. Are you ready for 2 videos a day every single day? Let us know in the comments. And please hit the subscribe button, because we have a lot of information coming out throughout this month and throughout this year and into the future. Okay, we're growing every single second, and we're expanding our consciousness every single second. So now it's about living in the heart space and your drive. And we have people in our lives that are worthy, that are on the same frequency. We have situations that are worthy of the same frequency. So think about this right now, especially when you're laying on the couch and you're really dealing, you feel very drained. Think of your time, energy, and resources. So in the past, okay, you might have been a ball of energy, and then you might have been maybe not so careful with your time, your energy, and your resources. And when you go through a phase like right now, remember, everything has its peaks and valleys. This is the time that you have to be very focused with where your time, your energy, and resources are going. I want everyone to write it down in the comments. Your time, energy, and resources. So over the course of years, you could see, okay, this job took from my time, energy, resources. This narcissist took away from my time, energy, and resources. And then you're left there with not enough energy. So that's why, especially, we want to really evaluate ourselves. We need energy. We have to make sure our cup is filled up first. Otherwise, we are going to be dehydrated, okay? Some of you have been on a plane before, and they tell you when the oxygen mask comes down, you have to put on your oxygen mask first before you go to help others. That's how you have to do it, because if you don't have anything, you can't help anyone else, and then you will perish if you don't have any oxygen. So, and if that message resonates with you, please hit the like button so that others get this message. So during a time period right now, okay, this is a powerful month, okay, you really want to stay focused on your time, your energy, and your resources, and how you are placing them through your heart space onto your calling. Okay, so God didn't send you all these God codes. You're getting the God codes right now, right? You feel like, oh man, you're getting like lightning bolts go through you right now. So God didn't send you this so that could be stolen and siphoned away by looshers. Some of you understand about spiritual looshing and how people will come into your life and loosh it away, and then you don't feel so good. So that is to be in alignment with where you are going and with a positive feedback loop. We don't get drained. We loop the energy to our brothers and sisters, to our relationships, and to what we're actually doing in life. Okay, so you want to be focused on that. This stored energy in the quantum is being distributed now. Receiving it. You begin to receive this energy. A lot of people, remember, God works in seasons. Everything has its seasons and cycles. We are in the season right now. Your legacy is on the move. It's legacy season. Are you here? Are you here for a legacy? That's why you made it this far into the message. You're here for a legacy. You're here to cause change. A lot of people, they have this calling since they're a child. And remember, when you're in that calling, you might come across people that just want you to be miserable. So, because when you're in a miserable frequency, you don't have the strength to help others. That's why this is the authentic message that people need to get. Not everything is a unicorn and rainbow. You need to have a situation. You need to have a surrounding. You need to have people that are going to lift you up so that you could lift others up. And then all of a sudden we start spiraling upwards. We're skyrocketing upwards. So now that you are a vibrational match, God is sending out this energy that has been stored into the quantum. So when you think about this, when you actually start thinking about your DNA is not junk DNA, but they're actually energy amplifiers, and you start understanding that 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission, now you start to understand, okay, well, God is actually sending out energies, and we could get it, in many different ways. Sometimes we see this when we get solar flares, when there's a burst in the frequency of the Earth, known as Schumann resonance spikes. If you're new to the channel, you should check that out. So I encourage people to not be Captain Literal Man when you are going through these massive changes. Because if you are working off your old programs, remember, it's not a good thing. It's a place of limitation within the box. You have to break outside the box, and you have to start understanding that energy comes from all different places. So it's just is it raising your vibrational frequency, or is it lowering your that's it. Are you going up? Are you going down? Are you being charged up, or are you being drained? It's real. What I try to do, I try to take these very difficult concepts and I try to make it very simplified for everyday life people. I believe that the name of the channel is Our Everyday Lives. That's what it is. So sometimes we have to just think of things. Oh, this person charges me up. This person drains the shift out of me, right? This job or vocation, it charges me up. Or I'll have to show up to work today, and I feel drained just showing up to work. So you have to really think about these things. And everything, you want to go with the flow. You don't want to have expectations. I told you a long time ago, judgment and expectations are lower vibrations that drain you. So you start sitting there and you start having expectations on things. We want to set goals, yes, but you can't have the expectations of timing. The more that you are fluid, the more that you go with the flow, okay? I had a conversation yesterday with someone in the gym, and relationships, and we'll talk about all different types of relationships over the course of this year. They're supposed to flow like the water. It's not supposed to be a struggle. You're not supposed to pull the water uphill, okay? It's just got to flow. Then it's super easy. But if every moment of the day is a struggle, that's a distraction. That's a distraction. Hit the like button if your Uncle Mike is speaking the truth. This is a time period where you realize your value. and your worthiness. You could lift the hammer. We look at Mjolnir every single day. It's a very powerful lesson that we could apply to our everyday life. Once you are worthy, then you have the power. So when Thor was worthy, okay, he has that extra power. He could pick up the hammer. If you're out of alignment, which he was, he couldn't pick the hammer up. And only select people can lift the hammer. Some people get triggered. They get triggered when you talk about your worthiness, when you talk about your value. Disregard these people. Once again, people get triggered when you talk about your value and your worthiness. Disregard these people, because then you're going to sit there and you're going to, what's going to happen is self-doubt is going to creep into your mind, and then all of a sudden they want to get in your mind, living rent-free. Some of you know that phrase. And then all of a sudden you didn't accomplish anything. Then you spent the day and the day just passed you by. We're not here to allow days to pass us by any longer. We're here to step forth and embrace our value, our worthiness, because when you do that, when you're powerful, I want you all to write it in the comments right now. I am powerful. Because when you realize that you are powerful, then you have the power to cause these changes, to help other people. You cannot do it without an inexhaustible source of energy, an inexhaustible source of energy. And that's that positive feedback loop. When you're disconnected from the source, the battery eventually will drain out. You could hold energy for a while, but alignment is really, it's really where we need to be, in alignment. And, you know, you could see them come in all different forms. They slither in. They have no value, right? I'm teaching right now live as they slither in. They are worthless. They have no energy. So what they have to do is they have to hide without a picture. They slide into your live stream. They slide into your comments. And they need attention. Look at me, because I can't create. I don't have the guts. I don't have the spheres to do it myself. So I'm going to slither into the person's live stream. I'm going to slither into the comments, and I'm going to complain, and I'm going to be a little beta male because I have no energy, because I have nothing to give. I have to take. Hit the like button if your Uncle Mike is speaking the truth, because what we need to do is be empowered, and we have to move forward with no expectations and embrace the power of the Sigma male and the Sigma female and the 144 and the Hopi Prophecy Rainbow Warriors. You see how we could connect all different cultures, all different things, and put it all together so that each person can become empowered and have the guts to become empowered. Not being a loser. A lot of people just want to be losers. But we could take out that accountability mirror. We could look in the mirror and we could say, you know what? Today I'm going to start doing a better job. And guess what? Guess what? Once you start getting in alignment, God is going to start sending you these energies. And now you are a transmuter. You're a creator. We make things better. We make them better than the way that we found it. That's your job. Okay? And everything that you touch, everything that you go into, all right, you want to make it better. Okay? When you have a legacy, and I think of everything that I've done in the course of my life, that vocation, that's the drive. When I come here, so the last couple days, very tired. When I'm here doing this in alignment, the energy rises up. Can you feel the energy rising up? You can get the lightning bolts going in the chat. So we are charged up when we're in alignment. So as like last night, I didn't have the energy I had right now. But now we're creating a positive feedback loop. We're feeling the chi energy. We're feeling the vibes. And that's what you have to really stay focused on. There's a time for this and a time for that. Lighthouses, first-hand experience, things that last the test of time. Everything has seasons and cycles, and there's reasons there's seasons, and there's a lifetime. If you are authentic, your glory, your vocation, your power lasts a lifetime. There's people that come in, they get a quick fix, and they do it for a little bit of time, but it doesn't last a lifetime. So what you want to do is you want to really be in alignment, raise your vibrational frequency, and then when these codes start coming in and you're getting charged up, and you keep paying it forward, paying it forward, paying it forward. And that's what you're here to do. Not to waste it away on nonsense. So if a parent, if you're younger, maybe they make a savings for you. I'm just making up an example so you can understand it. A great father, right, is not going to say, okay, son, here's the money and go spend it. No, at a certain age, when you're responsible, then you're given that, say, money that was saved up for you in a savings. So that energy, remember, currency, an electric current, currency, it's all energy. Everything is energy. So that energy that's coming in has been stored in the quantum, and now it's coming in. But now it's like, whoa. So you also, because it's so purifying, and we've all experienced it via this lifetime and previous lifetimes. A lot of us have dealt with a lot of anxiety in the solar plexus region. So you really want to stay focused on your yellows, your oranges. Remember your sacral. You want to express yourself. As this energy comes in, you might feel your sacral energies increasing. Your drive is increasing because that energy is the energy of creation. It's time to create. And we all need to create this month. And how are we taking this energy and creating? And in divine timing, you will know there's a time for this, there's a time for rest, and then there's a time to be pumping it out. So as we move forward through this month, you're going to feel the urge, and a lot of you have shared either here or in our Patreon community, how you are feeling the urge to be creating more and coming up with new ideas. As these new ideas start flowing in, again, I always encourage you to write them down. I have to do it all the time, because there's so many things. So you might be very forgetful, and the reason for this is because there's so many thoughts and ideas that are flowing through you. So I encourage you to write things down. If you're watching these messages, write them on a piece of paper, and write them in the comments as you're watching along, especially on the replay. You could write it in the comment, the important points. When you repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, you are rewriting subconscious programs, and that's our main goal. We have to get rid of the subconscious programs of lack, get rid of the subconscious programs of narcissists that tell you that you can't do it. Get rid of those programs and rewrite those programs. And you'll see people, they're out there, it cannot be. And they get all triggered. They get triggered when you are in greatness. And I've seen it, and I've reflected on it, and we've all been there at some point in our lives. But we're moving forward towards the future, and we're raising awareness. We're educating ourselves. We have to let go, and the more that we let go and we are expanding our vibrational frequency, we start attracting better things that are on that same level of consciousness. Better people, better situations. And you're going to see it. That's why God puts you through seasons, because you have to see it for yourself. You're going to see people, and they might appear one way, but they're actually a different way. And guess what? You might have seen people, and you thought maybe this is, I don't like to use good or bad, things just are. Head over to YouTube Shorts if you're new. We have actually a very powerful YouTube Shorts on creating a quantum event. In 1 minute, you could create a quantum event. Head over to YouTube Shorts on my channel page, our channel page. I want to bring them back. Let us know. If I see a lot of comments on YouTube Shorts, we're going to start them up again as well. not everything is good or bad. So in a moment you say, wow, this is great. And then 6 months from now, you're like, oh, that was a terrible thing, right? Or you could say, oh, this is a terrible thing. And then 6 months from you're like, thank God that happened. It's such a beautiful thing because it is a quantum event that is putting you on a brand new timeline. And sometimes we need a jolt, like a jolt of energy. So I'm just explaining it. So let's say you're integrating these codes right now. You don't want to feel lousy right now. You don't want to be laying on the couch right now. But down the road, later this month, when you're so charged up and the ideas are flowing and those creative juices are flowing, all of a sudden it's bing, 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 bing. And you're attracting new people into your life. And boom, 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 So you could say, you know what? I'm glad I went through a couple of days of maybe feeling off. Because it's the value. What are we doing here? We're increasing our value. Okay, we're understanding our worth, which a lot of people don't understand their worth. If today's message is resonating with you, please hit that like button. I'm very grateful for that. And that creates a positive feedback loop as it keeps going out. We're live right now, so we want to send it out. And a lot of people get the replay every single day. We are all becoming a vibrational match. You must become a vibrational match. And then, as I've shared many times, you might be new to the channel. Things happen energetically before they manifest in the physical reality. So as we're getting these God codes, these energies right now, the massive changes that are tangible. Like a lot of us, we look for the tangible. We know it's happened energetically. You could feel it. And we're looking for tangible change. So you could be doing the work now, and then all of a sudden, oh, wow. Where is everyone? You're in the wilderness. Where is everyone? All of a sudden, here come all the people. Here they come. Where's all my rewards? I've been working hard. Here come all the rewards. Your royalty. It's time to march in. It's the time. It's this month. Here come the royals. I want everyone to write that in the comments. Hit the crowns. Hit the starburst in the chat. Here come the royals. We're going right now. The royals are marching in. Here we go. We're going in right now. And people will try to get in your mind. That's all they could do. You could only stop yourself. And I know you're empathic and you want to be nice at all times, but the highest state of consciousness is authenticity. Authenticity, the highest state, the most high, the truth at the top, tippy top, nothing above it. It is what it is. So it is, and it is really what it is right now. So you might be experiencing these very intense ascension symptoms. So let us know in the comments, what are you experiencing? Tonight on Patreon, we're going to be hosting a live stream. So we're going to be discussing this in a group setting about these symptoms lately, our experiences, and many other things that we've experienced over the past weekend. The link is in the description if you would like to join us on Patreon. And if you're new to the channel, we are here 9 a.m. Eastern Time every single day. And I have a feeling as the energies are going to keep moving up and the creation keeps moving up, it's time to amplify our work. Lion Teach, thank you so much. I appreciate you very much. I love you. You know, things last the test of time, and that's why you have to remember there's reasons, there's seasons, there's lifetimes, and you know what? Certain things you go for or go through is a season, but it's a lifetime of your passion, and that's what we're focused on, your calling. Look at the people, look at the situations, look at the surroundings that either support your passion and calling or take away from your passion and calling. And when you stay focused on that, that's where the answers lie. God codes. It's time to integrate them, because this month we activate God mode, and so it is. If you find this message interesting and you would like to learn more about our reality in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, why don't you click subscribe, give the video a like so it becomes visible to more people, and please share with one other person, because when we all share with one other person, we will rapidly grow our 5D community. I'm so grateful for all of you. Thanks for being here. We'll be back on tomorrow. Leave a comment before we get off live. Hit the like button one last time. You know, it really, you could see it really does make a difference. So I'm really grateful for that. And I'm grateful for the community. I'm grateful for all of you showing up every day to watch. It allows me to do what I love, my passion, my calling on a daily basis. And that's the positive feedback loop. And when you're in alignment, when you, it's not a job when you do it all day long. It's actually, it's a 24-hour job, but it's a lifestyle what I do. It's a lifestyle. It's 24/7, but you love it, and you can't stop it, and it feeds your soul. And you know, there's times when you're a little extra tired, but I assure you, I think that we're going to have so much energy. We're going to maybe be showing up twice a day for videos. We do that on Friday if you're new to the channel. Friday, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, hit the notification bell, select all. You could even set an alarm on your phone just in case for 9 a.m. Eastern time. We are a global channel. Where are you located? Let us know in the comments. So it's 9 a.m. Eastern time when we are live, so you could set a notification on your phone, an alarm that goes off, so you could be part of this beautiful group chat we have going right now. I love you all. And stay focused. Leave comments what you're experiencing. It helps others. And I will see you all tonight on Patreon. We'll be back on tomorrow here.